Hello everybody, it's Linda Jensen. Today we're going to do a quick reset on two very significant and heavy emotions, that of grief and loss. We think of grief usually as somebody who has passed on that we are deeply connected to, like a family member. And loss can be a much bigger category. Loss can be about losing a job, losing our home, losing our sense of freedom and that independence that we value so much. In the United States, this time of year, this is late November, we have our Thanksgiving. And then in December, there are many holidays that are celebrated worldwide. And for those of us who may be feeling emotionally distraught, depressed, having a struggle, this is a time of year where we might feel particularly alone and overcome by our emotion. So let's do a reset here to help us get a new perspective and maybe a little bit of lightness and open up some of our heart that may have shut down. So sit comfortably, your feet on the floor, and close your eyes. And I'd like you to imagine in front of you on the floor a beautiful treasure chest. Just a small rectangle or square box, but decorated in a way that you love. Maybe there's many different types of wood that are inlaid, or maybe it's painted bright colors, or has fabric on top of it. So just make it a beautiful treasure chest. Now, when we have grief and loss, emotionally, it's easier to identify those symptoms, but energetically, normally we would feel those in our respiratory system. So our lungs might be affected, our sinuses, our throat. And physically, that can also manifest as a cold, a cough, bronchitis, worsening of asthma, and maybe infections like sinus or ear infections. So the whole body gets engaged in our processing of these emotions. So let's start a cycle of slow, deep breathing. And breathe in slowly and deeply. And as you breathe out, identify one of those emotions that you are holding and breathe it out into that beautiful treasure box. So breathe in a beautiful breath and breathe out your sadness. Breathe out the grief. Breathe in. Breathe out the loss. Now your feelings and your memories may go back a very long way, or they may be very recent. It doesn't matter. Let's breathe in and breathe those feelings into that treasure chest. Breathe in, breathe out the emotion into the box. Go even deeper, breathing in, and let's breathe out those feelings, those events, the people that meant so much to us. Let's put them in this beautiful container. And now just take a moment and feel how that feels to release some of that and put it in a beautiful place. How do you feel emotionally? Do you feel lighter? Maybe there's a little bit more brightness, a sense of relief. Just notice you're a little bit detached now. Those feelings, the emotions, the events are still there. They're in this beautiful chest. But you're a little bit detached. You can observe them now in a different way. So visualize now that you're just reaching out, and I'd like you to close the lid on this beautiful chest and then just easily kind of push it behind you. So there's nothing in front of you now. And how does that feel? It's still there. You know what's in there. It's in this beautiful chest, but it's behind you there. And this is not to forget, and this is not to step away from owning our feelings. This is to build a little bit of detachment, to have a different perspective and be maybe a little bit more objective. And when a memory sparks an emotion, feel free to open up that box and take out that emotion, that memory, that event, and cherish it in a different way. Give it a little bit of love and attention and intention about allowing it to process normally. And over time, those feelings will dissipate some. They will have a lighter impact on you, and you can process through a normal grieving or letting go, and yet still have this beautiful container that you're working with that can support you through that process. Enjoy this new feeling of lightness and observation. Blessings.